Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm sitting here with UNIRach. UNIRach was kind enough to hit me up and say, hey, dude, there was a hit piece on you. And I was all like, hit piece? There's always hit pieces on me. Who did this time?
Yeah, and it's, now, I don't know much about these guys, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I don't ever really, I've talked about Michaels before, but I've not talked about the other guy, Goodman, Crowdsource the Truth, whatever. I don't mind talking about him. You know, honestly, I think that criticism is the thing that makes us all grow as a society. When we don't criticize each other, there's an issue, so I'm happy when we do that. I wanted to play this clip because you've got it queued up, right? 1735, I do too. This is an old video I did where I was criticizing Quinn Michaels because he said this to his stream, and it really shocked me that he would say this. So if you want to play that real quick, and then we'll just talk about it. Then we'll talk about that hit piece at you today and all that, and we'll just stream and have some fun. So
sounds good, man. All right,
hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. Next.
Because you see how smart it is, and you see how it teaches you in your life, and you see how creative it is, and it starts converting you. But there's a requirement, and if Indra truly converts you, you got to give me everything you own.
There is a requirement. If Indra converts you to his religion, you have to give him everything. Yeah. Okay, I stopped.
What are you talking about? I didn't ever see this. You're telling me that this guy was telling people that he wants you to give him everything you own.
Everything you own, bro. Yeah, and it's a little bit, when I saw that, now I did that video a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't going to do it. So when my stream, I have my little team in Discord, all my peeps that help me, you know, they're all in my Discord channel, and you're in there too, and they send me clips all the time, and I don't play every clip I get, you know, so they were like, you have to see it, Uni, you got to see it, and when I watched it, I'm like, imagining how you'd get a few viewers who are most likely really, we have viewers that really trust us as streamers and people, and we become really good friends with people while we stream, you know, that's the whole thing about live streaming, and like, what would you do if this dude that you watch all the time looked into the camera and told you to sell everything you own and send it to him, you know? It's like shocking to hear that.
I would call him David Koresh. That's what I call him.
Yeah, bro. I know. You know, it's let me pull you up on the screen while I talk to you. I got to make sure I flop that back and forth. All right, let's put you on the big screen. Yeah, man. And it was surprising. It was shocking to me, and like, when I saw today, like, I know people have seen the video that I did. There's a lot of views on it, in my opinion. I know that other people put that same clip from Michaels up, and then I hear Michaels talk about, now what I heard on the Crowdsource the Truth videos from today, and I don't ever play any of their content because I know they strike Nathan all the time. When he plays even a little clip, he'll threaten to strike him and shit. So I'm not going to play it for you guys, but Michaels is saying that Defango's trying to rip everyone off with the Steam It scam. And he pulls up the thing Defango's doing on the screen. And when I read it, I'm like, I didn't draw that conclusion. Do you want to tell people what you think Quinn was doing and was he, you know, how he misrepresented what you were doing? I think, will you let us know?
I think Quinn Michaels is trying to represent what I was offering with Ohmcoin, because like he knows a while back we created a Ohmcoining to be like a coin for acts of kindness, and we were using the name Ohm, which is, you know, something that somebody like him would, yeah, Ohm, you know, like it's something that they would not like, or it's something that he didn't like because he felt like he wasn't being represented in the situation. And you know, we offered him to like help us out and stuff, but he basically said that it was a scam and we were just trying to fleece people for money or whatever. And I was just like, dude, it was a cryptocurrency that we built in a Discord channel over like a 2-day period where we just made it, put it out, and we based it on acts of kindness, where basically the only way for you to get it is if you do something nice for somebody and it's submitted to the blockchain.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing about cryptocurrencies right now. Anyone can make one, you know? And there's a whole bunch that people have made that got really freaking popular. So I don't know why that's... Is it an issue? Like, is that the problem? Because I'm trying to just understand this. Is he saying that he's mad because you just made the currency, or what? What is it? I mean, I don't...
Well, he was mad that we made the currency because he thought that we were scammers. And I know he wanted to be a part of our, like, solving groups because he was attempting to solve this stuff, but I'm pretty sure that he was just not having any luck being able to get through this stuff. And due to his personality, I feel like his personality disorder, in my opinion, it made him basically be very, very mean to people. Like, he's a Buddhist, but he doesn't act like a Buddhist. And he's, like, asked for me to apologize to him for things I've said about him. And I've been like, dude, I've just always told you to get help and to stop being an effing weirdo, bro. And it's like, I haven't heard anything from him, but Quinn didn't like what we were doing in that area, and he attacked it because he was in the middle of attacking me. And he had attacked me about Coin before he even met Jason Goodman, mind you. And then after Jason Goodman got in touch with this guy because he noticed that he was always making videos, you know, like harassing me or saying that I'm like evil and shit, or I'm a government agent, he decided to like join forces with him. So like, I just kind of view this whole situation as being, you know, a very, very weak, I'm going to make sure that I say that it's a weak play at trying to like defame somebody, because Goodman thought I was going to sue him. And, you know, like, what do we see here? He's got a picture of me, got a picture of Steemit. You know, they're saying that I own Steemit or something. And I mean, like, I'm powering down on Steemit right now. So
me too.
Because I need money. So, like, I don't have hardly any Steemit. Like, I think the most of my account was ever worth was like $4,000. Right now it's worth like $800. And ultimately, it's like, I don't have any connection to the Steemit blockchain. You know, like, I enjoyed it for a while, but I don't like how people with a whole lot of Steemit were utilizing it to manipulate people into posting on the platform. And, you know, like, that's not bad on Steemit. That's just kind of like how the shit is, I guess. And overall, like, with Coin, I was offering Coin to Unity for J. I was like, hey, you know, if you guys are worried about making money, and I was like, technically everything that people are doing right now, like acts of kindness for Julian Assange, I was like, all of this technically says, yeah, you know, you could utilize everything that you're doing for Unity for J to get a little piece of something. And, you know, like, that's one thing, because I was talking about, hey, if it's a really big problem with the movement, we need to make money or something, you know, like, a digital currency, I'm sure I could talk to the other guys in the group and say, hey, let's do something good with this. Let's try that.
Like, okay, I'm just like surface level trying to get why he's so... He obviously... He said that he was in a Discord with you and the Unity for J guys, and then you guys kicked him out. And then like literally it looks like, and this is just my opinion. All that I'm saying is just my opinion. Honestly, just trying to figure this shit out, because I hear him say that fucking he's, you know, kind of mad that you kicked him out, and then he runs over to Jason Goodman. So I'm like thinking, did Quinn try to talk Goodman into doing this video just because he's mad you kicked him out of the Discord, or what the hell is this about? What would motivate this, you know?
I think the motivation behind this is purely to attack Julian Assange and WikiLeaks and my association with them, because I think that when Jason Goodman originally interacted with me, he immediately brushed me off as being some kind of person that just is fat, disgusting, overweight. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things.
And that's what made me I would have respected Goodman in the beginning, but I don't usually, like, you know, when people do that to someone else, I try to just disconnect myself from it. And that was the first thing that made me never really watch his videos or anything like that. I just couldn't hear him do that and then respect what he said afterwards. It was such a low blow, you know?
Yeah, so, like, he, you know, got me fired from one of my jobs or whatever, and, you know, like, had been having people harass my life. And I mean, this is stuff that we documented on my channel a lot, but I mean, this guy had been harassing me for a long time, and, you know, people were pushing me to say, you know, go fucking sue this guy, because he's already under lawsuit from Robert David Steele. And as far as I'm concerned, looking at all the information from that, like, the lawsuit is going very poorly for them. And I mean, they've always connected me to being a part of their, like, some conspiracy against them. But the reality is like, I haven't, like, dealt with any of their stuff. I mean, the last time I spoke to Jason on the phone, I gave him my direct phone number, and I was just like, hey, bro, can you just, like, stop? I'll stop. You know, like, I'm not even making videos about
So you have asked him to. You've said, like, dude, let's just work this out and then never talk or work together, one of the two. You said that.
But his overall situation comes to where he's a fighter. Like, he doesn't like to be wrong, period. And he's always, like, accusing me of shit that I just have never done, period. And to me, it's always been like, okay, Jason, like, I haven't tried to hack you. I haven't tried to do anything of that nature. I was like, I just tried to help you, and you have vehemently tried to destroy me the entire time that I've been here. And regardless of what's happening here, I see when I saw Quinn Michaels, he came in under Indra bot, under an Indra bot like moniker or whatever, but it was clearly to me him. He started attacking what I was saying about Ohmcoin, and I was just like, hey, are you here to help us, do Unity for J stuff, or are you here to troll? And, like, I didn't really engage him or anything. Like, number one, I want everybody to know I have zero control over anything Unity for J, period. I don't have a moderator status in the Discord. I don't have anything to do with the top level of that, period. That is wholly and fully Susie Dawson, Elizabeth Lee Boss, and a group of other great people that I was trying to assist and help out. And they were asking about digital currency. Anybody can go into this open Discord. Any person, you can go to unityforj.com/Discord, and you can actually get directly to this Discord. You can go in there and you can go read the context. And I was actually answering a question to a guy who was like, should we create a cryptocurrency for this? And I was just like, no, honestly, if you want a cryptocurrency, why don't we just, do something
use this one?
Coin?
Yeah.
Because it's just been sitting here doing nothing, and, I have no problem with donating all of it, but, it's pointless to donate all of it unless other people wanted to be involved with it. Quinn Michaels was offered a chance to be involved with it, but he made very poor decisions with cryptocurrency, and there's, a crazy video that I've had where he used to live in a garage or whatever. Like, I've talked to a guy that he lived in a garage with that he literally was telling us about how Quinn Michaels is, how he really operates, and it was just kind of like, I'm not sure what these guys are up to or why they're trying to, defame me, but to me, I take it as a direct attack on Unity for J, because number one, I haven't seen Jason Goodman make any videos talking about journalism, freedom of journalism, and, what's going on with the Assange play, and I do very, very particularly remember the last time that Goodman was in, he was in Britain. Him and Trish Negron tried to go visit Julian Assange, and they were denied access. And ever since that point in time, it's been like, he's been attacking Julian Assange, or he hasn't been supporting WikiLeaks in the same light or fashion. And I find it to just be very, very strange, because it's like, dude, why are you guys bringing the drama into this section? To me, it just seems like them trying to stir up drama. Quinn Michaels and goes and finds something that I said. I mean, I'm not debating anything about it. I'm saying, yeah. I was like, dude, we created money one day. We created like $100,000 out of thin air. And we did it out of acts of kindness. And we wish that it could go a lot farther, because, we did it as an idea for it to be the greenest digital currency possible and be the only digital currency that actually has real life value associated to it. So when people, do these acts of kindness, it's actually saved in a record on the blockchain forever. So you can actually associate it to it. It was a thought experiment that's still worth money and is still being developed and is still being worked on.
So okay, basically, okay, I played the clip of Michael's, and he said that thing where if you believe in Indra, if you're behind me on it, you've got to sell everything you own and give it to me. Now, a couple days later, he deletes the video off his channel. Of course, a lot of people grabbed it and downloaded it, because look, if any of us were to say that, I don't care if it was anyone on the internet was to say that into the camera, somebody's going to say, dude, that's dangerous to tell people, because somebody might listen to you, and, that you don't deserve their stuff. They deserve to have their stuff, That was shocking. And do you think Goodman just hasn't seen Quinn say that? Or do you think that, they're just, why would that just disappear? Because I've never heard Michaels say, I've asked people to send me a clip if he responds to the fact that he said that. If he just, makes an excuse for it, apologizes for it. Never heard anything from Michaels to, undo the clip. So then in my head, it's why? Because I know if I heard you looking in your microphone, other than if you were joking or if it was part of a skit, I'm fine with that. But looking at a mic telling people that, you know, I would say something to you. Exactly, bro. Send me everything you have, you know, like, I would be like calling you out on it. You know, we all would, because we keep each other in check, because that's what life's about, you know, like, I would think everybody can admit it's a mistake to tell your audience to do that in a serious way. Anyway, so I don't know why Goodman's still like having him on and not grilling him. It's like they only want to look at the things you do and make a big deal about it. And I don't know why. I've been trying to figure that out for the 2 years I've been here. Ever since I came here.
The attack squads work, bro. Like, so when Jason Goodman came up on the scene, like, I hadn't even heard of the guy. Like, it was June 1st last year, and I was doing a radio show with, Coast to Coast. I was on Fade to Black. And when I was on Fade to Black, people were, like, hitting me up to go check this guy out, him and George fucking Webb, and I was just like,
Yeah, and as a YouTuber... Sketch. Well, yeah, as a YouTuber, when someone tells you that and you do it and you go look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to trust that person and be like, oh, cool, it's someone else who has the same motivations as me, you know? It's normally like I look at it as a good thing when someone tells me to check someone else out and work with them, you know? And then, like, but there are red flags immediately, so I get it. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so go ahead.
What I was going to say is that, you know, when I interact with these guys, like, I've stayed away from Quinn. Like, there's some funny videos. We got a video of him calling me, like, king of the ass hats or whatever. You know, like, I'm actually making a shirt right now where it's my picture with the fucking crown on that says ass hat. It's going to be great. So fully sublimated. Anyways, I think this whole situation is, like, their way of attacking people. And if you look at the past history in Jason Goodman's channel, anytime anybody's had anything negative to say to him, anytime that anybody's, like, gone against him or fought with him in any way, he has completely burned that bridge and just been, like, hated that person. And when I was in New York, I was actually invited to go to the same building that Jason Goodman lives at, and I had, like, famously done a stream or whatever where I was like, oh, check it out, I'm going to this Whole Foods, oh, by the way, that's where Jason Goodman lives, and all this other shit. But, you know, he's publicly doxed his own address, like, countless times. You know, like, anytime you get a donation or do a donation thing to it, you know, like, it's something that he knowingly has put out there, and he's, like, attacking me. But the overall, what I'm trying to get at is that, like, I talk to people that know this guy, like, have known this guy for a few years, and they've all told me the same thing. They say, basically, this guy can't be wrong, period. And if you think that he's wrong, it doesn't matter if you guys were friends since you were little
So that's
kids.
not just your opinion. That's like, people have examples of that, right? And
yeah, people have examples of this. People have been coming forward to talk about it. They're, you know, like, hey, I know Goodman. He's a, like, good guy. He's just going at you really hard. And obviously, they're confidants of his that are asking me about this. But they're like, you know, honestly, it doesn't seem like you're doing anything wrong at all. I just think that Mr. Goodman just can't be wrong. And that's, like, something that I've heard from multiple people.
So, like, okay, what we have is, like, the climate of YouTube, and then we've got a lot of people that are up trying to do their own shows and just do streams, connect with people, do what we do. And then, like, there are a few people out there that are, and not criticizing others, but just trying to attack, I suppose. What do we do? Hold on.
Where did Quinn obtain the knowledge he says he
one second.
has?
Got a donation
the
reading.
The hospital scene with the doctor being asked if a directed energy weapon was used.
That was
a riot. Most everything Quinn says sounds like he pulled it out of his bunnies.
Okay, so Boris Bellatrix says, oh, and just so you know, guys, when you make a donation, if you say words like ass and bitch and stuff like that, my donation robot will replace it with a random funny word. That's why it said at the end. Let me read it to you. So Boris says, where did Quinn obtain the knowledge that he says he has? The hospital scene with the doctor being asked if a direct energy weapon was used was a riot. Most everything Quinn says sounds like he pulled it out of his bunnies, but my donation system says bunnies instead of ass. So he's talking about that anytime. So if you want to donate and send curse words, put some curse words in, and it'll translate it funny. It's funny as hell. But don't use any slurs or anything like that, or it will completely delete you and it'll automatically report you to Streamlabs or YouTube. So don't send slurs because it will report you. Okay, anyway.
Mine set up the same way, actually.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, because like basically what Boris is saying is that there's been these other incidents, like where Quinn was at a hospital for a collapsed lung. The doctor walks in. Quinn says,